to all of our good friends in both Korea and in Japan. I'm here in my office working today, as you can see by the chaotic mess on my desk. I'm getting ready for some presentations, but wanted to take a couple of minutes and talk about some of the current situation that you all are facing. And I know there's a lot of questions and even has been a lot of concern. And I've received a lot of those questions, and as I've thought about it, I think I'd like to share just a couple of things with you if I could. I know that in some ways this seems like this is a very specific thing, but in reality, I would encourage people to do what you already know and understand. Anything that we can do to build the body's resiliency and the body's immune capability could be really helpful. So I'm going to talk about a few oils just real quickly that may be helpful to you, that you can incorporate into a routine that might help you to be a little better prepared. So the first is, and you all are familiar with On Guard. I love On Guard, and I'm sure that you do too. And I'm pretty confident that you've been using On Guard. But I want to put it in a little bit different category for you. A lot of times, one of the things that we can do to best help ourselves is to make sure that the environment that we're in is clean and that we're not having any additional challenges that way. So think about something as simple as just diffusing On Guard. Of course, you can use it on your person and you can use it in the ways that you traditionally have. But I like On Guard for keeping an extra clean environment, especially during times like this. Now, I also think a lot about citrus oils. It's really interesting when we talk about immunity within the body. The body's immune capability has some contingencies. In other words, there's some factors that either increase or decrease our body's ability to have good resiliency. I like the citrus oils because the citrus oils and the oils that I think of most often are wild orange, grapefruit, or tangerine. Any of those would be wonderful. But they help the body to sustain normal healthy amounts of glutathione. Glutathione is an antioxidant, but glutathione plays an additional role in your body. And that is that your body's immune capability, how well your body responds, is limited to the amount of glutathione that's present and available. So a good thing to do is to consider using a citrus oil like we've talked about many different times. I like diffusing this, that's one way. The other way that I really like and enjoy the citrus oils, and you can see oh, my diffuser has stopped. I promise I was diffusing citrus oils. I like putting it in my water, a couple of drops each time I drink, and that's a good way to take advantage of what we know and understand about citrus oils. Copaiba. This has fast become one of my very favorite essential oils. Now I know we talk a lot copaiba and we talk about the endocannabinoid system and all of the dynamics associated with that, but one of the primary benefits that we see in its interaction within that system in the body is its ability to influence the body's immune capabilities again. So think about using copaiba as another way to sustain the body's resiliency. Again, this is something you can diffuse. You can use it certainly if you'd like to in a capsule, and that's the way that I prefer to take it. But make those three oils a very important part of what you're doing. Now, sometimes we see things that become very specific. Maybe it's a type of organism, for example. And so I've thought of two different other oils that you should consider. And it's because of some of the chemistry that they possess that makes it very specific for not just bacterium, but for viral type circumstances too. So think about Melissa and think about black pepper. Now, both of those essential oils are additional things that you can add to help improve the body's natural response for resiliency and immune capability. These can be used in the same way, that method that we've talked about each one of these other oils. We are, of course, concerned about each one of you. We express our love and appreciation to you. Many times when we face circumstances or challenges that we perceive to be difficult, the best thing to do is just to turn back to what we know and bring consistency into our use with those. And these are the 5 oils that I most recommend. I hope to see you all very soon.